orphan, mother, auntie, or black means woman. Let us unite. Come, mamas, come and save your child. Baby Earth is breathing and wailing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said, come, sisters, come and take back your child.
So what are out there to the voice of Liberia? The time is 1. The time is 5 minutes past the hour 1, and this is about time we bring to you the show, the Women's Pride and Power. And today we are going to have our two distinctive guests who are already seated in studio. And very shortly, they will be coming to you, introducing themselves and calling their names and telling you today the topic that we are going to be discussing. So we ask you to stay tuned wherever you are. You are tuned to the Voice of Liberia 104.1, and we are about to bring you program of education right here on this station.
This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides, who take back, take back your child.
So let's go to our guests. Let's get to them. Well, good afternoon, beautiful ladies. We can see our guests are fully seated in studio about to get into this discussion with us. So good afternoon, and can you please call your name to our listeners? We start with you, the lady in the beautiful black blouse.
Good afternoon, and my name is Faith Smith, and it's a pleasure to be here today.
Okay, if you get that rightly, she said her name is Faith. So, okay, Faith Courage Smith. Yeah, that's a powerful name. So we get to the lady right there in the I don't know, it's a red or maroon. But can you introduce yourself for our listeners to get to know you?
Well, my name is Miss Jemima T. Johnson, professional Smith. I'm a plumber, and I'm African.
Wow. So as you have listened rightly to that name, and I think I want to do myself a justice also by introducing myself. So serving as your host, my name is Olive Josephine Robertson, the host for the Women's Pride and Power program. So today we are going to be discussing a topic called women empowerment and challenges. So let's get to you, Faith. Let's get to you. Can you tell us more about your works? What have been your contributions to your community, your environment, your society, including the country as a whole? Can you tell us what you have been diving into over the years?
Thank you very much, Olive. And the name is Faith, as I previously stated, and I'm happy to be here today on Women's Pride and Power conversation, bringing young women together to talk about issues around empowerment and some of the challenges that we are facing for some of us who work at the community level. So for the record, I am a gender advocate. Over the last 7 to 8 years, I believe in this change. And the change is about having an equal and a just world where we see a male and a female being represented at the community level, not just the community level, but also at the national level. But how can we be able to impose the level of empowerment that we want and the kind of leadership we want to see these at the national level? It also comes with the nurturing and mentorship that these women will receive over the period of time from the community level and the background as well. So that is what I've been into for the past year. I've been able to mentor young women to give them hope. Talking about women's involvement, women's inclusion, women's participation, community, I always start from the community to come to the national because this is where I do my work. The a better country, but it cannot be more best if we don't have the voices of women and men at both level. So nurturing women in mentorship, how to be able to compose themselves. A lot of women don't have self-confidence, how to be able to speak out when they have violence perpetrated against them in their different communities, schools, universities, and their workplaces, giving them the sense of understanding their issues that affect them is one thing we do over the period of time. So I work for a firm like Liberia and also part of a movement called Girls Get Equal like Liberia. In our pharmacy, we work with women, but it's the same as women's nurturing them, women's participation into laying governance, women into leadership at the community level. So if you give women the opportunity to build their capacity, if you give them the first hand experience and information for them to be able to make informed decisions for their life, their choices and their body, their sex, and all of these things. As you give them these things, you give them a leverage where they can be able to compete in society in a society like we're all aware like patriarchy society. Yeah, we grew up here it, but the patriarchy system cannot continue with us being a one and being a victim of the patriarchy system. We should be able to shift and be able to mentor a new brand of women so they can be able to make impact. So that is how we have been doing it through mentorship program. Training these young women how to speak out. Because the first thing is before you can be able to make a change, you should be able to know what is affecting you, how you can address it. So we tell these women, this is how you speak out in your community, this is how you should be process. Once they identify as these women are non-leadership at the national level, they are in advocacy, and they are making a difference in our country. And we can see together, we capture the level of impact on them from the community level. We are seeing a transition in our system. We're seeing more women's representation in Liberia.
Wow, wow, wow. I told you, our listeners, I told you, our audience that it was going to be fascinating here today that these two great promising leaders of Liberians are going to, dive us into what we call women empowerment. And as the topic is being discussed right now, you can see that we have been already burning with fire to tell us. Yeah, so let's get to our other guest. That is Jemima Dustin. Let's get to you. Tell us more about your works. Your contribution to your community, your society, your environment in our country as a whole. Tell us more.
So I think thank you to Faith and that we have young people like Faith out there in the US community showing that our girls don't have but know who they are, and where they come from, where they are headed. And that have been one of my greatest in advocate politics for the year. So after politics as far back as
Wow.
2009 when I
Wow,
was
wow.
president for PCS and we had a protest we actually to Barack over the leadership. You know, MCS we were protesting. Our teachers were not paid for 4 months. Our teachers were not paid for 4 months and
Hmm.
refused to go to the class to teach us. And for me, that was my first national protest in this country. And I think what it did at that point was that what it did for me at that point was that I wanted to be able to have national lives there.
So, we have Mama telling us what has been her role in our community, in our society, in our country. I think it's getting interesting here because she said she led our protest here against MCFS, right?
No, no, it was
Oh,
not against.
well,
Like
okay.
it was not against. So I was in PCS.
Okay,
I was in
okay,
PCS,
okay,
like
okay.
Israel Community.
And the
So
teachers, the teachers were not paid for. Oh,
So in the
okay. Wow.
PCS,
Wow, a great story.
they were also government. They were not paid. So
Oh,
the
okay.
kids,
So
a
they are part of the MCSS.
no, no, no. A PCS is not,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
fee.
So the moreover,
So we
Oh, okay,
partner with
okay.
them.
Oh, right,
Understand?
right.
I was IT president for my school. So
Wow.
we partner with them to go get our vote. And what's simple for me in that process was the fact that um, we get to realize our fight was not only against sexuality as well. You
Sure,
understand?
sure.
So what we did realize is that we get child to have access to quality education. We were fighting for the right child to have access to whatever another girl child has to.
Sure.
You understand? So like just because all the parents have money to send her to private school and your mama parent never had money to send her to private school, she was in PCS. That doesn't mean that all was any better than your mama who was in PCS. You understand it? So our fight were, I mean, there were different with different thoughts, different mentality, you different upbringing, different experience. You understand? So we were saying we have been saying what the years, let's ensure equality within our sector. Based on that background, different school, I think myself like, but let me I think it's only right. You understand inequality. I think it will also ask flavor if I'm there for equality. You understand? So based on that backdrop, I was in 10th grade, 11th grade when I passed in the 11th grade. I started attending the MVTC. I got a scholarship from the MVTC. All thanks to the president, Madam Joy. She had a scholarship at VTC
Wow.
at the end. So I went to VTC and I did rugby. After 6 months, I graduated, and then I went back construction. Now, by the
Wow,
time
you're
I was
great.
so by the time I was out of high school, I've already had my employment in that general construction. And what that did for me was that all the skills of then with the young men that I had to interact with every day, I was always bringing in something different. You understand it? I was always coming out with like, you know what? Let's work together. You understand it? So there is skills something you can acquire because you are a man. You already have them. You
Sure,
understand?
sure.
So for us to have a balanced life, you understanding it? For us to have a society where we are all respected, where we all can work, you understanding it?
Sure.
I have something I'm contributing, and you gotta be able to what I am contributing to this
Of
society.
course.
So that way we are able to work. And as I said, it happened series of ups and downs from 2009 to 9, 15 years now. So that have been like,
And for a listener out there who is following this show this moment, who also say that your mama is a favorite politician. Yes. So how can you also speak to that as your involvement in our society activities?
I mean, this is one sport like I don't really like to. So I don't really.
Or maybe there are young people, there are other young people who want to
So
dive into politics. So
so
I mean, so maybe your own story can inspire them. Yeah.
So my involvement in politics, as I said, it stemmed from the independence protest that we had in 2009.
Okay,
You
okay.
understand? So we had the protest in 2009, and then we started having consultation. You understand? Consultation, for example, our brothers who were yeah, GW Getty, our brother Africa too was the president of GW Getty at the and Justin Fluminense was his vice president. Led Harris was the president for William V. S. Stop at then. So at that point, what we started having conversation. When we started having conversation, we realized that the things that were affecting us, it was not only at campus level, it was not only at high school level. And we realized that for us to make change so that the next girl child or the next boy child who parent doesn't have money to be able to send them to private school doesn't go through what we have to go through. And the
Sure.
only way we could achieve that so we are involved in the discussion when it comes to national decision making.
Wow.
That's how we started getting involved in national decision making.
And I can safely say you have achieved quite a milestone in national politics because you are one of those women that is being spoke so much about and people admire you. And I like to say congratulations. I think there are other girls out there who want to be like
But I think there's no girl out there like me.
you. But
I think
so
you know. I think every girl out there should be able to look within themselves and figure out who they are, where they came from, where do they want to go. Because at the end of the day, what have kept me going as a young woman in politics in this country is the fact that I know who I am. So it doesn't matter what challenges that come my way. I just know definitely where I want to be. You understand? So there is nothing that can distract me because I have a sense of who I am genuinely.
So speaking about who you are, let's get to faith. Let's get to faith because I have been following your work and I must admit that you are a magnificent young lady, somebody who is strong, somebody who has potentials and abilities, and you inspire a whole lot of people, your own generation, and there are too many people out there who just what you people out there who follow your works and believe in you. And you are, I guess, you're also mentoring other young girls. So, when it comes to women empowerment, well, how can you describe it? What is the most suitable terms? What are your own understanding, or what is your own wisdom of empowerment?
So, women's empowerment, which is something that they talking about, it depends on the empowerment you want to do for women. For me, I work most with women in currently with women in rural part of Nigeria as well. So, I want to feel empowered. For me, I feel empowered when I have information. I feel empowered when I'm speaking from my thinking of empowerment. So I feel empowered when I have information, when I have a voice, when I have something that I can contribute. I feel like I'm empowered. You come from Morovia, you talk about empowerment, speaking out, understanding what they can do. So if you educated, you go to school, you graduate from high school, and then you go to vocational school like your mama did to other, you acquire other opportunities as a young woman, you can be empowered in that as well. Women's empowerment in the rural part of I help them to get something for themselves. It's
Sure.
about helping having them for them to feel like that they have their farm, what they can do their family, what they can be able to have something to contribute to their homes. Because remember in the rural part of Liberia, you don't have them speaking out like this,
Sure,
but
sure,
then when
sure.
they have their body, what they can do their family, what they can even be a part of community meetings and be able to say a word. For them, that's so it depends on
So
context
so
of
sweet. So I want to call you right there because of late I've been monitoring your social media, and I must see you in rural counties, like in some villages, even with some women. So, will you mind telling us your own experience with these women and how has the atmosphere been?
particularly our working with raw women has been over since 2018 is the 2018 Human Rights Act that was passed by President Weir in the
Wow.
Local Governance Act. Since it was passed and we specify the role of women in land management, in customary land activities, all of that. So at Form C, like as part of our work is to strengthen us local NGOs in one county, Bomi County, Krenji there, where we can allow this NGO get to the community. Because if you get to the community and you get the community a part of the process, understanding how they can be able to have their own advocacy, imagine that the play where we want like the problem is me. So I should be leading a team with civil society supporting me with all of the information. Honestly, that's what we think. So we get to the communities, we get to these women in the community and all the others. The Land Rights Act is women should have access to land rights. In Robert of Liberia, people think women have access to land rights are sorry. Like when we get married, she will have a husband, she will have a husband, what she will need with her family. What will she do with it? How can she be able to sustain it and all of that? So we're trying to break those traditional norms that women have access to their parents' name. If a woman and a husband acquire a land, the woman name can be specified, a woman name can be specified on the deed. Said Corey Smith, and then my
Hmm.
husband name, blah, blah, blah.
I love
We
that
don't want,
example.
we
I
don't,
love that
we don't
example.
want, we don't,
We live by example.
yes,
Yes, Carl Smith. Yeah,
yes, we don't want to
that was
force
catching.
a
Anyway.
scenario where you have Mr. and Mr. this, Mr. and Mr. this, Mr. and Mr. So we are trying to empower these women so that they can be able to have access to them. And also be a part of customary decision making process, which is community link. Men and community just don't want to stop men coming at the community level to be able to talk about this.
Intimidating the
But
women.
all the women didn't talk about community link because so community issue is our issue. And our issue means youth, men, and all our are within this. So that is what we do in apart from our own working with the girls.
Okay, so it's getting let's go back to Mama, because mostly I follow your words and with the women, yeah. And I have my own experience here when I went to Mama. I know how this women are shown, especially when it comes to that face, that stuff. So would you mind to tell us? I've been seeing you following your works and how, and I also know that you. So would you mind telling us more about because I think that is impressive to see a very strong young woman like you diving into that aspect. So would you mind telling us your own experience with those you work with? And I'm so sorry to say, but there was a time I saw one of the harvest pepper. Yeah, they were so rare and good. So
So
let's listen to you.
true. I think I just want to start with Faith. I think Faith is thinking the way I'm thinking,
Wow.
and Faith get a very explicit example about the land, right?
Sure.
So I think it's one of the challenges with empowering our women. Like I have two farm. One is in the campus, two women,
Hmm.
Benjamin District, two
Wow.
women, the airstrip where they used to have the airstrip, down for the airstrip, and they have one in Putman, which is by district. So one of the challenge noticed was in the country, where like where I have to women. At that place when the 2014, a lot of the women over there lost their husband due to Ebola. So a lot of the women over there, you
Wow.
understand?
Sad.
When we are doing our farmland, like the women have rights over their land, you understanding
Sure.
it? So the county is very labor guy, he allowed them to enjoy their hospital property. So when we started our corporation, like a corporation, we do with the women partnership.
Okay.
So when we
Okay.
started with them, the women over there could make decisions to say, we will get 10 acres, farm goal the next 2 years, we're able to increase it to 5 acres. And they did that because they have power over me. Nevertheless, keep my word out. That is my, this is where
I
I
know.
get almost all of
I know.
my,
I
you
know.
understand? I said the Oscar Union, I said, the council in that place, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Like, what, to achieve 5 acres of land, keep my, like, I'm trying to do a corporation farm women in total. You understand it?
Mhm.
I'm trying to help them in something for themselves, trying to get their hands busy so that today, tomorrow, they don't have to look for their men before they can survive. You understanding it? Yeah, the 5 acres. You understanding it? Because the other land that we started with was given to me by my uncle. You understand?
Sure.
So we need an additional 5 acres to be able to how to expand it because we need to help more people work and more.
Hmm.
And I tell you, Lola, it took us 3 years. Three
Wow.
years.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
And even up to today, we still have struggle with it. You understand?
Mhm.
And after harvest, the next harvest, you always want the men coming back to come fight us back and forth. And
Wow.
all of this is it's really challenging. That's why, as I said, we appreciate women like Faith who are communities. Sometimes we go back in the community but because of our political affiliation one way or the other.
So,
Sometimes people think it's political, we are doing
yeah.
it for political.
Mm.
You understand
Yeah.
it? But at the end of the day, major all we are trying to ensure that every woman, every young girl, every girl child in Liberia is protected, has every means she can be able to, she can find to be able to sustain herself without looking up to the men. You understand me?
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean we don't need the men. You understand me?
Sure.
Because we do need the men. The men are our counterpart. We are working hands in hands, but we
Sure.
want to do it in a way that you know what this young man, what does he bring to the table? Is he's bringing 55? As a young woman, I should be able to bring at least 45. That way, there is
Yeah.
mutual cooperation between us to be able to work. And that's why I said I think women empowerment is that we need to keep educating our people. We need to keep educating our people So it's a continuous process. It's going to go on and on and on and on and on. So every day we need to keep reminding our girls. That's what I say. I like to tell every child, you need to have a sense of who you really are. That way, you know very well, you know very well where you want to go. And if you know where you want to go, I tell you, it's no amount of men that are fighting against you. Like I was thinking, yes, now picking the president for PCS. You
Wow.
understand? I
Wow.
was like, now, anybody who know PCS, they will tell you that school we have 8-1 from 8-1 to 8-7 in the morning, 8-1 to 8-7 in the afternoon. So that was a school that the government put in Pinju, in entire Pinju. You understand?
Mm.
So that is a school that had over literally 2 to 3,000 students. And
Wow.
I can tell you, for you need to go to school, you will not sit.
Hmm.
You will be standing. We stood up 7th grade, 8th grade, now to PCS. We stood up in class every day. In the
Somebody
beginning,
can
so
only
much.
say that somebody can only say that seeing you reach at this far in this level, I mean it takes a courage, it takes
It
determination.
did.
Yes.
It took a lot of fight. It took a lot of fight. And I'm not going to lie. That's what I tell my girl. Do not try to get into another girl child journey. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of courage. But
Hmm.
if you have your own journey, you
Mhm.
understand me. You will get whatever you need, the perseverance, the persistence to be able to do. So, for example, PCS, everybody you see that still really, that is the school you go to.
Hmm.
Busy. You understand in the all of the Ghana boys, some even some of the boys who was practically Zogo, some of the kind, they were in that school. So that was one hell of a journey to
Hmm.
find a little girl like Jemima and me acting. It took a lot of fight. It
Hmm.
was not easy. It was not easy and it will
Mhm.
never be easy. So
Hmm.
we need to keep fighting and we need to keep educating the girl child every day. And we need to keep telling our mothers, our fathers every day, our brothers. I think one of our challenges over the years in women empowerment have been we have not been including the men into women empowerment. And that's one of the things I told Somalia. I say, women don't rape themselves.
Sure, sure.
So why are you having a budget? Why the national government have a budget and go spend over 1 week telling the girl child, paying extra pay to tell the girl child about SGBV? You understanding
Mhm.
me? The only part we are supposed to be telling the girl child about SGBV is to know when to spot sign and symptom, or
Mhm.
is to know when to report and how to report it. But the people that need to be getting the SGBV education are the boys' children because it's the men that rape the women, it's the men that beat the women, femicide, it's the men that kill the women. So we need to have more cooperation with our male counterpart, and nobody should be left behind.
Jemima, let me call it right there in terms of faith. We find ourselves in a certain, in a space, right, in an environment where it is somehow complicated, if not difficult, for young women to really muster the courage. There are a lot of young girls, right, who are confronted with so much, ranging from their background to facing how society sometimes imposes, yeah, because you got this little girl coming up, she got dreams, she got visions of who she wants to become, but then coming up, maybe her background is not suitable, and because of that, she has to encounter too much, and some of what she needs to encounter has to do with sexual harassment, right? People want give her offer by taking so much from her power. Yes, and we as young women and girls who are trying to take a different spectrum into society, saying that no, you don't have to have sympathy for who you are. I mean, what can be your own motivation? What can be your own encouragement to these young women who are still struggling out there to discover their purpose, who are still finding it difficult to realize that regardless of what they see today, there is still a future. What can you say to that?
So I just start with the last statement you made. There is still a future, and I believe that the future that we are anticipating for in Liberia, it starts with us young women. And growing up as a young woman, I always tell you, I lived in electoral district number 4, Calfee community, where I was born in that community. I lived in that community. I saw the traditional norms in that community. remember when I was in high school, I was in the PCSF Fancy High School, and I would go to community meetings, and I was told on many occasions that this is not where you belong. I didn't see women in the community meeting back then. There were so male in that community that was attending the community meetings. But do you know what I did? Consistently went there. Because I knew that I wanted to see a true transformation in that community. I wanted a inclusive community where we have young people, women participating in community things. So I consistently went there. And then over the period of time, they started opening up for women and other people to be in the team. That was just one thing I did. Until I went, I didn't give up. I was there in all of the meetings. I was there. I just wanted to give up. And then the COVID-19 came over. When the COVID-19 came over, they needed someone to raise their awareness, the young people in this. I said, I'm available. Use me. I'm here. I can't.
Yeah.
And then I put it into that. And then I got something as the youth chairperson for that community. So since then, 2019, I've intention number 4. I stand to be corrected. I'm the only female chair in district number 4.
Wow.
In district
And
number
that's
4.
a kudos to
I
you
am
for
the only
being
female youth chair.
for-
And I didn't even go that route. I went as far as the district level
Wow.
where I was working with. I work with all of the young people. So when they say district number 4, we might not be the best.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there are people who are on faith. There's a name faith that is signing in the voice of every young person in district number 4 that is making. So now stop there. We have had a lot of experience. I remember, I will not call the name for me, and I was a lot of people seeing these things. I remember when I was coming up, and I had a privilege to work with a radio station in Nigeria. I remember how toxic that environment was.
Wow.
And as a young girl, I didn't stop there. I knew that there was something beyond what I could get there.
Yeah.
So I tell you out there to a young girl, I know Liberia is so hard. I'm not that. It's so hard that to the extent that you tend to compromise your value, your belief, and the things you want to do, the things you want to see. But I tell you today, don't fall for it because these things are just for a period of time.
Sure.
They
They're temporary.
abuse that they will abuse you and give you one iPhone, the abuse that they will abuse you and give you an apartment that you cannot be able to maintain.
Yeah.
After 6 months of the abuse, it's not of the future we are anticipating.
Wow.
So don't stand there. Don't limit yourself. Go out. It doesn't matter how you start. Someone was saying something. Be your own self. Believe in yourself. Go for what you want. It doesn't matter how many persons support you. Do it consistently. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know the kind of change you're making in your community. So don't be limited because your mother goes to school or your
Yeah.
father goes to school. Or because you are a family where the thing that you cannot do a particular thing. Like period is for all of us. The Constitution gives us rights, and that right to bestow your honor as a human. So
Yeah.
don't stop there. Be more than what you can do. Continue in your little way. If you want to do it from politics, I admire people who are in the political field so much because we that are mentoring this movement, we have people to point to and say, this person
Yeah.
was able to succeed.
Sure.
You see, or this person was able. I was meaning, our activity, a lot of women. I think you see in this senator election, he must have rather come there.
Mhm.
We saw even
Even Madam Sarah, yes,
was running for
attention.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we see these people, their mama, so mama has been in the politics for a long time. I don't know how that was from afar. I see that the fact that she's leading, I say, your mama was able to do it. Pick up your courage. You cannot be like your
Coming
mama.
from
You cannot do the kind of
being
thing that your mama,
expressing,
the way your mama did. But you could start from the community like
Sure.
faith. You could also make a change what you want to do. The first thing is that you know who you are.
Sure.
What change you want to make.
Correct.
And don't be apologetic about your friend. I tell you,
Of course.
it's not about who's feel comfortable. Now, what I want to say is what I say. How I believe is what I do. The kind of passion I drop in me is not about what you think. It's about the change I see. I want to. You know, yesterday I was telling someone I went for the interview for the Momo Hero at the final stage right now.
Wow.
To say congratulations.
I mean, the numbers were huge. There were too many well-known personalities. There were big names and faces, and one could say to see or like faith. I mean, one could underestimate. But you know what happened is you turned out, you came out victorious
That was
to
the
be the
grace.
lone female.
The grace of God.
I mean,
Everyone.
Congratulations. Anyway,
Thank
so, let me inform our listeners shortly. So we have one of the top 5 standing Momo heroes right here. And if I am correct, she hasn't seen the Miss Fit Courage. Oh, congratulations to you. And I know our listeners are also wishing you, yeah, congratulations.
At the end of
So
the day,
let's go on.
so yeah, I was telling one of the judges because are a part of the events that lead to the final event, where we are in the final stage now.
Okay.
So we're having different meetings, like presentation, radio appearance, and other engagement before we go for the final on the 17th, which is next week Saturday. So she was asking me, a part of what you do, the passion you have. Is it that you just want to do it for 6 years, you want to do it for 5 years, and then if you don't see no change and you move to a business, do a different thing. And then I told her the kind of thing that I do it not because of money. The kind of change I want to see, the things I believe in, the transformation, the way I see my world will change is as a result of the kind of things I do. So I don't see myself living for next minute and soon. I see myself being in generation generation to see that we have a just in an equal society where young women and young boys are at the level, at the table of decision making processes, at the community level, and the school and the nation alike.
Wow. So, I mean, that was passion. Let's get to you, Jemima. Let's get to you. Many of time, like, if you are having to take a walk, maybe at midnight, especially today's Friday, maybe down and drive, and all of places, you see women, right? You see young girls. I mean, trying to do what they call sexy dressing, and I mean, for me, I believe that is as a result of something, right? So the thing is, there are a lot of young women who pity themselves, right? And because they try to pity themselves, they feel like there is no tomorrow. And so to create a tomorrow for themselves, they see that body as an option, which we cannot judge them because we are not in that shoes. We don't know what can be your own motivation. So women, we feel like I mean there is no hope. Everything is gone. And I'm coming from a background that is not heavy to give me my dreams. So what may be your own motivation, inspiration to do for me?
So the I like you like to I like to use myself as an example.
Okay.
So at literally 15, I've already left the house. I was um I was sleeping on Kerry Street, where Kerry Veranda Street. My cousins used to have grocery shop there. So I used to go. I was happy because it was all on my way.
Wow. Wait,
So,
you have 2 minutes.
so I used to after school, I would go to the shop. I would be with them all day, beginning, and then in the night when the park off to go, I would sleep in the grocery. I would sleep in the shop, and then 5:30 in the morning, I would go. Asha,
Mhm.
and get my uniform and go to school. I think the reason I mentioned that is because I want our young women to be reminded that there is still hope.
Mhm.
There is really still hope for every single young one in this country. And the reason I said there is still hope, I've re- I've gone through things in my own journey that at the point where the only thing I consider was, you know what, maybe if I stop beating myself up, if I stop going messing cement and messing my hands up, maybe if I decide to be a silly queen, I'm
That's
very
cool.
sure I have a good body. You know,
I know, I know, I
I'm
know.
very sure.
And
You understand
God
it?
wonderfully created
You
you
understand
anyway.
it? Right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I'm very sure that men will come and I will live a far better life than the struggle. But then, one of the things that happened was the sense of belonging of who I am. So, I knew who I was, and I knew that there were do's and don'ts. And that's why I keep stressing on people knowing who they are, where they want to go, understanding it. So if you know that you are heading bigger, you must know that there are do's and don'ts. Because everything that happens here now, they come after us 5, 10, 15, 20 years. They always come back. You understand it? Like life always comes back to one all. And I tell people there is absolutely nothing you can do that does not have consequences.
Sure, sure.
If you wake up today and you say every day I will drink 8 bottle of water, there are consequences to that. Whether the consequences are positive or negative, you will be the one that will take them. And that's why I keep telling our sisters, some of us have to Some of all had to be playing with Camo. I'm a plumber, really. I play with other people. I play with other people mess to be able to survive for almost 80 years in this country.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, you know what it did for me? It separated me from a lot of young women who thought the other way was the way. And today, tomorrow, I can stand anywhere. I can pull my hair high up. I can say anything to anybody. And I sit there. I can be unapologetic. Because
That's the word.
no man can look me in the face and say,
I
how
made, I made your
I
mama.
made your mama.
That's the
I'm
word.
not saying
Yeah,
it. No
yeah.
man can look at your mama in the face and say, I have to sleep with your mama for
To
20,
give her
50,
this.
$100 for days. You understand it? Because your mama always, because your mama always held her head straight up.
Sure,
And I
sure.
think that's why you see it's hard, it's tough. Do not see me talking this, making it fun. It's difficult.
I
Do
know,
not
I
let
know.
nobody fool. It's extremely difficult, and our sisters, it's not an easy thing. That's why we'll keep talking, we'll keep asking our mobile heroes, those that are in the communities, we'll keep asking our NGOs, our NGOs to keep reaching out to our sisters. Because one of the things I want us to get clearly today is we all don't think the same way. You understand me? The reason you are all she's straight in Gemini is because we have different school of thought. We have different sense of reasoning and different sense of belonging. So we need to keep talking. We need to keep talking. And some of the sisters, some of them did it for 5 years. After some time, they realize their mistake. They put themselves back together, and today they are doing very good in society. You understanding it? So I would plead that we keep engaging, we keep
Yeah.
talking to our system gradually. And then,
So, I mean, that was question. I can say this conversation is crucial, and so we are running out of time, and so we have to open our lines while we are still in this discussion. So, if you are following the show out there, and you just want to commend these two great young women in studio, and you want to have say on what we are discussing, you can call us on 0775 205491. 0775 205491. And I repeat 0775 205491. So while you have your calls coming through, let's get to you, Faith. Maybe maybe you have some plans or steps that young women can start with who want to take on something positive in society. So what could they be? What could that be? Maybe you are trying to encourage any girl out there who is to take this path. In taking this path, these are the steps required. What could be those steps? What could be those things that you can say to them? Yeah.
So I'll start with the statement. I'm Faith. You are Olive, and she's Jamama. But collectively, we don't think the same way, but we are all seeking of one Liberia. We might come from that background, but we want to see a better Liberia, an inclusive Liberia. This is the goal. It doesn't matter who go first, who win first, who is in politics, who is in civil society, who is at the radio station. We are all fighting for one thing. And with that one thing, we can
Faith, I'm not cutting you off, but then I want to re-emphasize our lines because they are open. You can call us on 0770 You can call us on 0770 and have your thing of this matter come true. So, Faith, you can continue. Yeah.
yeah. So as I was saying, we're all seeking for a better life. And in this quest that we are all,
So, let's. Oh, hello, you are live. Hello, we are getting.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, we are doing good here in the studio.
We send congratulations to you people over. We are doing so many times for me. I don't go broke at my school. My children, the one who playing for me, my nan is doing around me.
Oh,
Thank you. Asking a number, if you please call me one at a time so that I can know when I wait, then I can know that I'm well.
oh, okay, okay. So we're taking this is not a cash giveaway, but you can keep playing. Yes. Okay, let's take the next caller. Okay, so please have a call coming to 0770 907 907. Okay, we missed that color. So, yeah, Faith, let's go ahead while we have our audience, our listeners putting the colors through. Yeah, so everybody talking about women empowerment and another person is talking about that. Okay, so let's take this call. Hello, you are live on the voice of Liberia.
Hello, this is Cotton Lamina calling from.
So can you be a bit audible? Yeah, we are getting you, but not that loud.
This is Cotton Lamina calling from station besides the 21.
Okay, yeah, we're getting you. Go ahead.
So we don't explore those going to there. You know, we are very, very utterances and listening to listen to how well they compose that and what we keep going and do more.
Okay,
We keep going.
okay. Thank you so much. So let's take this color. Let's take this color. Hello, caller, you are live on the voice of Liberia. Oh, we just missed that color. So let's have your calls coming through 0770 907 907. And let's hear you say. We also missed that color. So have your calls coming through while we listen to our studio guests to conclude here on this show. So Faith, we are so sorry. Yeah, you know everybody wants to call, give their own inputs about the matter. So okay, let's take this call. Hello, you are live on the voice of Liberia.
How are you people doing?
Yeah, we are doing great. We are doing great.
Okay, I'm Minister Michael Cover, calling from Brazil.
Okay,
I am
can you please be a bit audible, please?
yeah, Mr. Michael Cover
Okay,
from Brazil.
okay.
Why you connected to be precise?
Say we are getting you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just want to say a very big thanks to my sisters who are in city with this afternoon. You know, it takes a woman to think the way they are thinking. If all of the girls have this mentality, things are going to be better for them. But what all I want to say is you people should keep pushing it back. It's not easy to solve it. You have to keep fighting. And as you people continue to solve it, there will be a possible transformation in the life of your friends.
Thank you.
So I
Thank you.
want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's have a call coming to us to wrap it up on this show. Let's have a call coming to hello, you are live on the voice of Nigeria. Yeah, hello, you are live. So our platform is not used for that kind of profound languages. Yes, but let's have the calls coming to, and we are asking our audience to avoid using abusive languages or words to place in their calls. So let's have your calls coming to 0770 907 907. So yeah, so I think now we time has been 5 minutes. Okay, let's take this caller. Hello, we missed that caller. So let's have a parting statement. Let's have a concluding statement from you, Jemima. Then we come to Faith. Then we call it your day.
So once again, I want to say thank you to the Voice of Love.
Okay, let's take this caller. Hello. Yeah, hello. You are live on the voice of Life. What is her name? Can you please be a bit audible? We are not hearing you. Okay. Let's hear what you have to say. Wow, we missed that column. So yeah, so Mama, you can go ahead.
So um, once again, thanks to the Voice of Love family. Thanks to all the few rappers for hosting us. Thanks to Faith and our production team. I see that we are working hard. One thing I want to do is it's hope and
So let's take this last one. Ah, we missed the person. So our lines are not closed. Yes, our lines are not closed. Yes, we are no longer taking calls. Yeah. So
so it's my hope and aspiration that women like you, like Faith, we continue to engage, that we all, every one of us, will continue to engage with our young girls, that we will continue to ensure that they are empowered the right way, that we will continue to ensure that they have a sense of belonging in society, and that they will realize that the society.
Oh wow. Yeah. Our lines are closed. Our lines are closed. We are wrapping up. So yes. I think we are done with the calls for now. Please go ahead. I'm so sorry for that.
So,
Yeah, the callers are me. The audience are enjoying the conversation. And if it was up to them, we would have wrapped it up for you. But sometimes we need to go. Yeah.
yeah, so to also say again, it's my hope and prayer that we keep educating both the girl child and the boy child. Yeah, because I said, the girl child doesn't get femicide. The men that kill them. It's the men that women. Men that tell the women that you know what, you're not supposed to be in this category. It's the men that go ahead and put the women in their home, what we call domestic violence. So it's my hope and prayer that we keep educating our people that are listening to us today, that we, as you said, listen to us from your community, the workplaces, be agents of change, continue to educate the people, continue to ensure everyone around you have equal distribution of our state resources and ensure nobody is left behind. Thank you.
No one is left behind. That was the last word from Jemima, one of our students. And let's come up to you, Faith, and then we call your day here.
Thank you so much, Olive. Thank you for this time. It was wonderful having me here at Voice of Liberia, and thank you for the work you do here. And I pray that God strengthen you to give you more grace and keep up the work. So the Voice of Liberia, the women, the rural women in Liberia, let us continue and let the struggle continue. Let us continue to fight for women's rights. Women's rights is all of us right. Women's inclusion in customary land decision cannot be over women's participation at the community level is very important as well. So together we can do it. We can make like a better one, man. We can do it. Thank you very much for listening. And this is your mobile here with Faith. Don't be
Wow.
surprised. Vote for me August 12th to the 16th and let me meet on the 17th for that
Wow.
win. That it was nice having. Thank you very much.
So that was it. So the participant from Faith was vote for me to become your Momo hero, your Lone Star Momo hero. So to our audience would like to say it was nice having you here listening to this show. And once again, whatever you are, we like to say you are tuned to the voice of Liberia 104.1 in this own program of education where we are trying to create a world that is gender sensitive, a world that is gender balanced. So we like to say stay tuned, and we will be here next Friday, bringing you the third edition of this program. Thank you so much, and once again, my name is Olive Discipline representing the host. Thank you so much.